Hi, I'm Rebecca Rand, and this is my Roborock Saros Z70 robotic mopping vacuum. The year is 2025, and Roborock Saros Z70 has amazing new features I have not seen before. Like hot mopping, it has a water tank with hot water, so when the mop comes out, it's going to have that hot water to clean up your mess and kill those germs. Roborock has also created the Saros Z70 with an ultra slim design, so it doesn't take a whole lot of real estate up in your house. And this is truly a robot vacuum. It has a robotic arm. It does a little cleanup along the way. The Roborock Saros Z70 has so many amazing features. Let me show you. Because some rooms can be messy, on the app, it will map the room before you go and find any clutter that's left on the floor.
Starting mapping.
It's going to go survey the area that you want mapped. Once it creates a map, it's going to keep that map in the system to clean that same room every time. First time I did mapping, I had a clean floor with nothing on it, but my floor often can have items left behind. And the Roborock Saros Z70 understands this. The research and developers and scientists have come up with an amazing robotic arm that has a camera on it so it can detect this is something that can be removed. They give you a special pail for lightweight items to be put in it. Its AI brain inside can detect the type of item it's approaching, and it will know whether it's a lightweight item or perhaps a shoe. You can even customize the type of items within the settings of the things that typically lay around your house and what you want the Roborock Saros Z70 to do with them. There's a couple of ways the Roborock Saros Z70 works when there's stuff cluttered on the floor. Sometimes it will determine whether it's going to clean and then pick up, so it'll stop cleaning to pick up. Or you can have it pick up first. You can decide. So when you want a quick pickup, you press two buttons on the front of your Roborock Saros Z70, like this.
Robotic arm enabled. Starting new clean.
Socks belong in the box. So here we can see the Saros Z70 pick that sock up and put it in the container that they give you. It will recognize where that container is. It knows to look for that container. And look at this in the app. The app will show the mapping of the room, and there's an edit map page that you can set the storage zone. And with the Roborock official storage box, it's going to be recognized during the map construction to tell your Saros Z70 where to put the socks or any other items it finds on the floor. Now we know socks are pretty lightweight, but it can pick up to something up to half a pound. And I got lucky with my testing. It got stuff up to 1.5 pounds. They rate it for half a pound. That's why I'm showing a sock. But just saying, it will actually pick up heavier things. Now for shoes, I want my shoe to be placed by the door. And fascinatingly, the Saros Z70 identifies where the door is and puts the shoe there automatically. I didn't have to program that, which is pretty cool because if the Roborock finds shoes around your house, it's going to go stick them by your door. So in case a dog dragged one off, the Roborock Saros Z70 can pick it up, place it by your door, like this shoe here. Not heavy shoes, but typical shoes, like lightweight slippers, sneakers, things like that. Now the Saros Z70 is designed with two cameras. One is on the mechanical arm, and the other's on the front of the vacuum. And that design makes it really accurate when it needs to grip the object. It has the convenience of camera switching, so it can get a higher view of your home environment to make accurate choices of what the robot arm is going to grasp. They call it OmniGrip because the mechanical arm sees and thinks. It's got precision sensors, the camera, and even an LED light that helps it determine what its position is, what the object's position is, and estimate the weight of each object it's going to grip. It's not going to go after something too heavy it can't pick up, so it's not going to damage itself. The Roborock Saros Z70 robotic arm function is amazing. I got the shoe by the door, and I got the sock in the bin. It does all kinds of other robotics tricks as well. I don't know about you, but my kitchen is the messiest room in my house. Let's have a little coffee talk. This is a very important subject here. We all want to get through the mess as fast as we can when we're running a household. One cup of coffee doesn't jack me up enough to clean the whole house. I want my Roborock to do it. It's raining coffee on my kitchen floor today. Well, and I've never had the nickname Grace. My life is always a mess. My actual nickname is Messy Becky, and that's no joke. And I don't want a 15-minute cleanup if I had to do this, mess up the rest of my plans for my day. What an epic mess. I want my Roborock Saros Z70 to take care of this while I leave the scene. So with my app, I tell it to go clean up that mess. And out it goes to do exactly that. It is coming out with hot water to do this mopping, which is excellent because hot water is going to kill the germs. The Roborock Saros Z70 is the first vacuum I've seen with actual hot water that'll harbor inside itself and push it down to the mopping heads. So your floor is getting that dose of hot water while it's cleaning. That's a new innovation and robotic cleaning technology.
Finished cleaning. Returning to dock.
In 10 minutes, it cleaned the whole floor with that big coffee mess. But the internal AI will understand if it needs a second cleaning and will do that automatically. This was a simple coffee mess, so one pass cleaning with that hot water through those mopping heads did the job. And what I do after it's done with its mopping is I will always change the dirty water tank. I wouldn't want that to fester. The dirty tank has the white water drop on it, so out it comes. On the front of the tanks is a snap. It snaps right open, and here's all that dirty coffee water. And I'm just going to rinse it out with water. It could have been milk or something that would have smelled bad in the day. So I always like to rinse this out right after I have cleaned the floors. I snap the lid right back on, and it goes right back in. Ready for next time. Wow, look at this floor. In only 10 minutes to clean the whole thing, just enough time for me to clean my shoes. Because off camera, the coffee has splattered onto my shoes. It's still a little wet. It'll dry in no time, but I'm so impressed. Okay, you want the real test? I'm going to spin around with my white pants on it. Let's take a look at my knees. My white pants on my knees, where I did my twirl, is still white. The bottom of them still have the coffee stains on them. I'm going to have to use some bleach. What a great job the Roborock Saros Z70 did on my floor. It's clean and shiny and no residue at all. What do you think, Meow Meow? Clean floor, huh? She's one of my mess makers. On my carpet, let me show you that next. Before cleaning any room, the first step you do with your Roborock Saros Z70 is to map the room. So I did. This is my family room. There's all kinds of settings. I won't go into them in detail. You can customize your map like making no-go zones. It's fully customizable. I use the quick mapping. That works for my household. The app is intuitive. It directs you along the way for its features.
Starting mapping.
So it's interesting. The mapping doesn't take very long at all. It just comes out of the home base. It twirls around a few times. And with its technology and the artificial intelligence inside, it quickly scans the room. And in only a couple of minutes, your map is done. You can see the green dot. That is the vacuum disc with its location. Mapping is complete, and I'm inspecting the map. It got everything right. It has a 2D picture, and it also has a 3D picture. It understood where my chair was in the corner. Isn't that neat? So I'm setting my Saros Z70 to vacuum. I'm going to set it to the highest setting because I have quite a test. I've got heavy sprinkles on the left. I've got cracker crumbs in the center, and I've got all of my hair from my head on the right. This is my recipe for today's test of the Roborock Saros Z70. Sprinkles, crackers, and hair. Blech. It's raining confetti sprinkles all over my carpeting. Now let's crush up some crackers and throw them around as well. These are typical messes in a household. Oh, and we got to make sure they go under a couch too, because for some reason, households just seem to have their own climate zones. I don't know how that stuff gets stuck under the couch, but it does. There are weather systems to get it under the couch. In this mess is a lot of human hair. I've got a lot of hair, but it also has cat hair too. Mau Mau is an explorer of every part of her territory, and she leaves her own cat hair fur balls all over the place. And underneath furniture have always been blind spots before of dirty messes. And on the app, I'm going to tell it to go clean up. During the cleanup time, Mau was trying to sleep on the couch, but got a little spooked by the Roborock Saros Z70. She left the scene. Roborock has designed the Saros Z70 to have a low profile. It's barely over 3 inches tall. This is a very low couch, so all the mess that's underneath there is getting picked up. Mau appears back on the scene to watch as my Saros Z70 continues to clean. My kitty's curiosity is not going to kill my cat. Here's an overhead shot of it getting that mess. And now a close-up. The Saros Z70 has a 22,000 PA suction power. That's why it can get up very heavy and dense particles like what I threw on the carpet. It's one of the most powerful suction capabilities amongst robot vacuum cleaners on the market. A PA is a Pascal unit of atmosphere. 1 PA will pick up 1 tiny particle of dust. 22,000 will pick up many AA batteries all at once. That's how powerful they are. 22,000 PA can pick up about 1/4 of a pound of something. Now that's hard to happen with one suck because it probably couldn't get over something that large. But what that means is with 22,000 PA suction power, it's going deep into the fibers of your carpet. And that's what you want because the kids can grind in those cracker crumbs and those sprinkles into your carpets. Maybe you've stepped on them yourself. Vacuuming is so important to pick up the allergens and debris that just happens with daily normal life in households. Roborock includes the best of technology in the Saros Z70. And having a robotic vacuum cleaner do this for you, which means you can set to vacuum every day if you wanted to have a very clean household, all done independently and set on a schedule when you don't even have to be home to have your house cleaned. You can schedule your cleanings. That app is magical. And with that hair being sucked up into it, there's an anti-tangle design, which makes a free flow main brush so things don't stick. It swoops the hair and the debris right into the center of the disc, so the suction power takes it right on up. The Saros Z70 has the industry's first AdaptiLift Chassis, so let me explain that to you. It has a clearance of 1.5 inches for threshold clearances. Now here we have just a carpet under a carpet, but if you have a threshold, it can switch and go across doorways, different thick layers of carpeting, up to 1.5 inches. And if you had a second threshold, it can get the second one within the same crossing for a total of 1.5 inches. The first threshold can get up to 1.5 inches, and then it can step up to the second threshold, making it 1.5 inches, which is also great if you have a high pile carpet. Go from a wood floor to a high pile carpet like a shag, and that reduces the suction port blockages from those long fibers. They call this the double layer threshold crossing. That means it's not going to get stuck and miss an area. It can hop on up, which is going to give you a smooth and uninterrupted cleaning, even in challenging situations. Now, let's say Mau was taking a nap on the floor. I put these cute little panda bears on the floor. They represent Mau. She kind of looks like a panda. The Saros Z70 has excellent obstacle detection. With its AI technology, it can recognize obstacles with excellent obstacle avoidance. See, it doesn't touch it. It doesn't knock these pandas over. If that was my little kitty cat there, Mau could have just slept away while the room around her was clean. Or, for instance, your children's toys. You don't have to clean the room before vacuuming it. Leave the house. You're good to go, no matter what's on the floor. The obstacle detection is fantastic. Voila! The floor is cleaned. What an amazing job it did. Not a sprinkle to be found. Now I want to check. I want to show you all that it picked up. The vacuum cleaner bag is located in the front. You just take off the front shield, and there it is. You pull it out. By pulling it out, and it's a special feature. It closes up the gap, so you don't have to breathe what was in that bag. Well, I'm going to open it up because I want to pour out everything in the vacuum cleaner bag to show you what it got today in this room of my house. I'm pouring it all on this white paper plate. I'm getting everything out. You can see this is all that was on my floor. What a workout I gave my Saros Z70. Fascinating. It's got the cat hair, the dust bunnies, the sprinkles, and the crackers. This floor is extra dirty. You'll probably only need to change that bag every 2 or 3 months, depending on the type of messes left on your floor. Replacing the bag is easy. It fits right into the front, into a slot, and the shield that covers it has a magnetic adhesion, snaps in simply. Now let's take out the disc itself and let's open it up. Here is the first place where all that dirt and dust particles is retrieved. It's in a little basket. I'm twirling this around so you can see all of that basket. It had done a great job of sucking it up out of the disc and into the home base. Now let's flip it over and let's see the roller brush underneath. Now I want you to notice there's no hairs wrapped around. That's amazing. And the reason is these little teeth are going to cut up those hairs. And here's the brushes that brush through the carpeting to whisk up all the crumbs and the sprinkles. The brush design is unbelievably amazing. So there is no maintenance by you. It is anti-tangle brush. On my perspective, it's one of the most interesting of all innovations of the Saros Z70. Because I have a lot of hair, the anti-tangle technology is fantastic. Now I'm putting the brush right back in its housing. And here are the pads that cleaned up all that coffee. You can take the whole disc off if you want to. I don't need to do that. I'm just taking off the Velcro mopping pads. Now you can take them off, throw them in your washing machine, or clean them under the sink, whatever you want to do. But they're removable. When you order your Roborock Saros Z70, it's delivered right to your door. I took out the outer box, and this is the inner box. So beautiful, so well designed. This would make a great gift to give to somebody. Here are all sides of that box. I turned the box on its side so I can show you how it came packaged. Here are all the layers of the box. They made sure the packaging was well done so it won't get damaged during shipping. I took the wrappings off, and here is the base station. Here is the accessory box. I opened that up, and here is everything that came well packaged in the accessory box as well. You'll find some of the parts you'll need for it in this box. And the vacuuming disc is on the bottom, wrapped up. And in this box, came wrapped up is the container for the robot arm to put things in. More on that later. Here's the box with the electrical cord. Everything came really well wrapped. Here's the disc itself. Here's the underside of the disc out of the box. It comes with an owner's manual and other written information. Here's a close-up of the pads, brand new. On the top of the disc, I'm removing the plate, and inside we see
Dustbin removed.
this is a dustbin. I opened it up, and this is a HEPA filter that can be washed and cleaned as it gets dirty, maybe once every 2 months. But this is the fine filter that removes the allergens and mold as it's sucking in the dust and particles. This is the vent that's going to pull in the material from your carpets and floors. I'm placing the HEPA filter right back in the internal dustbin. Here's the underside of the plate showing you the magnets. That makes snapping on the top easy. I flipped it over, and now we're going to place the mopping pads. They snap right in. Easy to install.
Mop mount installed.
Here I am showing you how quickly and easily it is to take them off to wash them. They're pliable and flexible. Now look at these wheels. These are the wheels that are going to hop over your thresholds. Look at the tread on these wheels and look at me pressing them in. That's what gives you to the double layer threshold of up to 1.5 inches. That's one of the key features. Above that is a navigation wheel, and here is the side brush with the V design, which keeps hairs from tangling on it. Here I am taking the center brush out of its housing. And again, here is that great anti-tangle brush with all those teeth. And this center brush comes with a QR code in case you want to order another down the road. I like that. Roborock makes it easy to order replacement parts with things like QR codes on the things you might want to replace in the future. Now, here is one of the cameras on the disc. They call it the Starsight navigation system. Here are the 2 connectors that's going to charge the battery inside of the vacuum disc. Now let me get into the base. Check this out. This is a new innovation. We can see in there the ports of how the water will be injected into the mopping pads, the hot water. You can take those out. I've taken those out for further inspection. And those are the little pumps that pump them into the mopping pads. Now let's take a look at the inside. It's got a vacuum bag already inserted. I took that out so you can get a good close-up of the inner workings. Here's the back of the home station. Here's a top view. We got the dirty water on the left and the clean water on the right. I took both of those out so we can see the inner workings there of the tanks. And here is with the landing pad installed, so your disc will have traction to get into the home base. And here it is with the base installed. I just love that the Roborock Saros Z70 comes with a quick start guide. It shows you how to unbox and how to set it up. And here is a container that's going to hold all those little items on the floor. It shows you how to assemble it. They give you a diagram. And here I am doing it slowly so you can follow along when you get yours. There's a sticker, a 3M sticker. I pull that off because that side has adhesive. And I fold up the base right on it, and the base has these pads on it to give it traction. It's not going to slide all over the floor. Thick rubber pads. Here it is, all assembled. And inside, you're going to pop in another cardboard piece for the base to give it structure strength. And here's the exterior, very attractive, of your container for the collection of those items. After it's set up, you download the app. The app is like any other app. You install the app. It's easy to upload it on your phone. When you create your account, we're going to add our device. I'm going to scan the QR code that comes with it, and that's going to give it precise location access. Going to connect it to my Wi-Fi network at my home, and it'll set up the network. It connects to the device. We can go through those menus that I filmed on the app, and now I'm going to enter the device. It'll load it up, and voila. Hi, Saros Z70 is on your phone, and it's going to walk you through some menus very quickly. The learning curve was so fast on this to teach you quickly all the great features of their app. It's a great review of the different features it has. And they have voice control. You can use the voice assistant if you like. And if you want to know how hard your Saros Z70 has worked, there's even a section in the app that will show the history of its cleaning. Yes, it's done its chores. You can add a schedule to clean however many times you want it to clean, personalizing it the way you want for your household's needs. And there's all kinds of features. You can vacuum only, you can mop only, vac and mop. Whatever configuration of cleaning you want, you're able to customize it. The features of customization are everything you can imagine if you want to personalize your settings. The Roborock Saros Z70 has amazing features. It is top-notch for cleaning, first of all. Whether it's a wet mess that you want cleaned with hot water, or it's the dirtiest carpet messes you could ever imagine, the robotic arm pickup was fascinating and exciting to see, as Roborock is leading the way in robotic technology for households. My kitchen floor is great, and so are my carpets. Click the link below to get your Roborock Saros Z70. I can't believe how far technology has come with Roborock. I'm Rebecca Brand. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified of my next video. And let's keep making great recipes in life. And today's recipe is for a really clean floor, and also a few robotic tricks as well with Roborock. If you like this video, here's more over there, including my recipes, which could make some messes. You're going to want your Roborock. Just click